This is TomoNews for Tuesday, August 9th. Watch this car back into a $300,000 Ferrari.
That's a big problem over here. 458 Speciale. German wants to take over Italy.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Come on, man. That's like the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god. Nobody was hurt.
Missing teen found in national park. A teen who disappeared during a volunteer project at a national park last week was discovered unharmed, although she had disguised herself and attempted to escape from rescuers. Fauna Jackson, a 16-year-old Cincinnati native, went missing while on a volunteer trip at Wyoming's Grand Teton National Park on Thursday. Jackson vanished after taking a break from working on a trail building project with her team. Authorities conducted an extensive search mission. Jackson was found after spending 48 hours presumably outdoors, about 3 or 4 miles from where she had vanished at a spot called the Snake River Outlook. Despite freezing weather one night during her disappearance and thunder and lightning storms, Jackson was found uninjured. She was spotted wearing a green long-sleeved shirt that said Groundwork USA, the organization she volunteered for. The motive behind her actions remains unknown. What do you think prompted her to do this?
Bear takes a bite out of a cow. This video of a bear attacking a cow went viral after being posted to Facebook. A grizzly bear was caught on camera chasing a cow across a road in Wyoming near Yellowstone National Park, before it eventually caught up to it and naturally mauled the cow to death. That's when Blake Clark, the guy who filmed the video from the safety of his car, began honking his horn. But his attempts to break up the fight weren't exactly successful. Sorry, bro, circle of life and all. You just can't stop Mother Nature. Jogger's naked body found with burn wounds. Police are investigating the death of 27-year-old Google employee Vanessa Marcotte as a homicide after her naked body was found with burn wounds on Sunday night. Marcotte was at her mother's home in Princeton, Massachusetts on Sunday, before she went for a jog at around 1 p.m. Police say Marcotte's body was found in woods around half a mile from her mother's home, and that she was found naked with burn injuries. Her hands, feet, and head all had burn wounds. Police are also investigating the possibility that she may have been sexually assaulted. The incident follows a similar death of a jogger last week in Queens, New York. There, 30-year-old Karina Vetrano was reportedly raped and murdered. Police are looking for suspects in both cases. Kansas boy suffered fatal neck injury in waterslide accident. More details have emerged about how a 10-year-old boy was killed Sunday on the verruched waterslide at Schlitterbahn Water Park in Kansas City. Caleb Thomas Schwab died in a freak accident while riding the 168 feet tall waterslide. Caleb was reportedly riding in the slide with 2 women. He was sitting in the first position, with the 2 women in the second and third positions. It appears that Caleb must have somehow gotten loose from his harness and was ejected from his seat. One witness speculated that Caleb must have bounced around between the netting and the slide and just slid down. Police confirmed on Monday in a statement that Caleb died from a fatal neck injury. Witness Esteban Castaneda told New York's WABC News he noticed the boy appeared to have been decapitated, although no other reports have confirmed this. One of the women suffered a broken jaw. and the other a broken bone in her face. She also required stitches to one of her eyes. The water park is tentatively scheduled to reopen on Wednesday, although the Verrucht will remain closed. Great white sharks enjoyed dead whale feeding frenzy. An 11-foot-long female minke whale was spotted floating belly up on Wednesday morning in Cape Cod Bay, which is off North Truro, Massachusetts. The carcass was reportedly in good condition until as many as 6 great white sharks began feeding on it on Thursday. The sharks ate the tongue, internal organs, and most of the muscle, with the whale carcass beyond recognizable after the shark's feast. Yum! The rest of the body later washed up near Noon's Landing in North Truro. As a result, 3 beaches, Noon's Landing, Beach Point, and Cold Storage, were all closed to swimmers, lest more hungry sharks decide to enjoy their dead whale with a side of live human.
Tesla Model X car drives the driver to the hospital. Tesla's much maligned autopilot function is in the news again, this time for a positive reason, after it saved the life of one driver. 37-year-old attorney Joshua Neely was driving his Tesla Model X from Springfield, Missouri to Branson Tuesday afternoon. Neely wanted to be home early for his 4-year-old daughter's birthday, but he experienced a stabbing pain in his chest caused by a pulmonary embolism. Still in pain, Neely decided to use his car's autopilot function to take him to the hospital. Neely parked the vehicle in the car park and checked himself into the emergency room. He was promptly treated by medical staff and was able to return home later that evening. A pulmonary embolism is a potentially fatal obstruction of a blood vessel in the lungs. Tesla's autopilot function is in dire need of good news after 2 recent mishaps. In May, a Tesla driver in Florida died when neither he nor the car's autopilot was able to detect a truck in its path. And last month, a Tesla Model X driving on autopilot swerved and hit wooden rails on a road in Montana. Would you entrust your life to a vehicle?
Cupping therapy. Why Michael Phelps has big red circles on his back. Star U.S. swimmer Michael Phelps has brought home yet another Olympic gold medal. But it isn't the gold that's drawing the world's attention. The mysterious bruise marks on his body are way more interesting. Traditionally, Eastern cupping therapy is performed by placing a burning cotton bud inside a glass cup, which creates a vacuum. Nowadays, the vacuum is created with a suction device. Multiple cups can be placed on a patient's body. The cups are usually left on the body for up to 10 minutes. This expands the capillaries and leaves large red bruises. Blood is drawn to the cupped areas. Some people believe this can reduce soreness and help heal overworked muscles. However, there is scant scientific evidence to support the claimed therapeutic benefits of cupping. But that hasn't stopped athletes such as Michael Phelps, Alex Nador, and Pavel Sankovic from fully believing in this magic. Man with concealed carry gun shoots armed robber in the head. A man who attempted to rob a family dollar store in Cleveland was shot in the head by a customer who was legally allowed to carry a concealed gun. Witnesses say the suspect entered the premises around 3 p.m. armed with a gun and tried to rob the place. A customer inside the store with a concealed carry permit pulled out his own gun and told the man to drop his weapon. At that point, a gun battle ensued between the two men. The suspect was then shot in the head in the parking lot, while the man with the concealed carry permit was not injured. The would-be robber was taken to Metro Health Medical Center where his condition is unknown. Police are investigating the incident.